Welcome to Student Connections. Our students connecting with our community.
Hi, I am Alison Haspel, and today on M6, we will be interviewing Deb Roshak from the Blue Water College Access Network. What is the Blue Water Access Network about?
The Blue Water College Access Network is a group of people who are in the area looking to support students and their families in their quest for life after high school. So we're made up of school employees, so people like your counselors and your principals. We have supporters from the community colleges, from the St. Clair County Community Foundation. So it's a network of people just looking to help students like you plan your future.
That's a good program to all around have, is especially from different schools. It brings in different people, different incomes, gets them all together. So there's a lot of different views, I guess, on it when you guys put it together. Who started the program to begin with?
Well, the program started about 10 years ago. I was lucky enough to be a counselor in a local school district when it started. So I've been around since it was founded. It was a collaboration between the Community Foundation and St. Clair County RESA. It used to be called Know How to Go. If you guys have been in school long enough to remember the big orange signs, it used to be called Know How to Go back then. We're actually under a bigger umbrella called MCAN, which is Michigan's College Access Network. And even bigger than that is the National College Access Network. So Blue Water College Access Network is our local College Access Network, saying those words a lot, but that's kind of the tiers of how it works, and we're supported even from a national level to help all the students in St. Clair County.
That's great. There's different levels for that, so more students can be susceptible for it.
Yes.
Is it just open to Blue Water students, or all students anywhere? Or?
Really, anybody can access our resources. We specifically target students in St. Clair County. You know, we have 7 school districts here, so that's who we advertise to. However, at some of our events, I've seen kids from the surrounding areas as well.
So that's great that all kinds of kids can come, especially for locally. I feel like there's not a lot of opportunities for learning about careers and being open to that. What kind of careers and other opportunities are open for students to come and hear about?
Well, each month we showcase a different career, trying to target those that students have indicated interest in, whether it be in your career cruising, your EDPs. You guys know how you fill out your interest inventories and select some careers of interest and some colleges of interest. So we try to target careers that students have indicated interest in, but also that there's a need for in our community. For example, we showcased health careers back in January because we know there's a huge need for students to become involved in the medical field. This month we have criminal justice careers being showcased. Actually, Thursday, March 21st is our criminal justice panel. And students and parents will hear from a special agent from Homeland Security. They'll hear from the port director of the Blue Water Bridge. They'll hear from a Port Huron police officer, a prosecuting attorney, a DNR officer, so many different fields within the criminal justice careers.
Do you guys tend to stick to the same kind of fields, or do you switch it up sometimes? Or
every month's different. Sometimes for the fields that have bigger interests, such as engineering or healthcare, like I mentioned, even professional trades, we bring those back year after year because there's just a constant interest in learning more about the opportunities in our area.
Where are these panels located at?
We host them right at our RESA building, usually in the administration building, right in Marysville. So very close for all of you to attend.
That's great, especially if you don't have anything to do, which I'm sure you do being in school, but it's important to come out.
It is important to come out. So not only do you have the opportunity to learn about these different careers, but you also have the opportunity to win a $500 scholarship. So any junior or senior who attends our events are eligible for a scholarship, and we give one away at every panel.
That's, especially with college tuition, it's extremely important to start getting money. So that's a great opportunity to offer $500 to anyone who shows.
Yes.
Well, one person, but.
Yeah, it's easy money.
Right. What is the goal for students who come to these panels?
Well, my goal for students who come to these panels is that they can either narrow their career path and decide where they want to head, or on the flip side, at least decide what they don't want to do. So even if somebody walks away from, say, our criminal justice panel and they decide that they don't want to do any of the 5 careers that we showcased, at least that's 5 they can cross off their list and they can start narrowing their path. I also hope that they see students and parents understand the pathway to obtain certain careers. So I felt as though when I was in high school, I didn't quite understand what it took to become certain things. I knew I wanted to be in the FBI, but I didn't understand what I needed to do to get there. So that's definitely a goal of our career panel specifically. But we do have other opportunities for students, such as SAT prep. We host SAT prep in the springtime. We just completed that every Saturday in March. We had that available specifically for juniors who will be taking it in April, but any student is welcome to attend. We have an essay writing workshop in the fall for seniors who are getting ready to fill out not only college applications, but scholarship applications. We bring in a professional from the University of Michigan to teach students what they're looking for in essays, and also an expert writing coach. So those are just a few of the other programs we offer.
It's nice to have a lot of programs instead of the panels. Like the panels are helpful, but like with the other stuff, I think it might draw more students to like come to the panels or come to SAT prep and try to like offer something more for their future.
That's definitely my hope. I feel as though people who attend one workshop are likely to come back. So we want to make sure that we're giving them a broad scope to choose from.
Do you think it's more important to students come in like sooner than later?
Absolutely. Yeah, you nailed that one on the head. The sooner that we start career and college exploration, the sooner we can get started down the right path, making less mistakes along the way, and hopefully spending less money on things like college classes that aren't going for the right career path.
Right, of course. I know the first 2 years you usually have like general, but then like once the end of the second year comes, it probably comes very quick and you're just not sure what you want to do yet.
Yes.
What advice would you give students looking for a career they like?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Thanks for asking. My advice obviously is to explore as much as possible, and the younger you are, the broader I would encourage you to keep your options. You never know what's available until you explore. So just, saying in 8th grade that you want to be a nurse, but never exploring what other options there might be in the medical field, or along the same lines of science and things, and working with people, you may have ruled something out that would be a perfect fit for you. I would encourage students to take career cruising a little bit more seriously. I think that oftentimes we check the smiley faces or the sad faces kind of carelessly, but realizing that there are some really great tools within career cruising where you can watch videos of people who are in specific careers, and also understanding the connections career cruising can make for you, knowing where you can go to school to get which degrees and how they match to careers and things. So those would be my pieces of advice.
Especially if you're career cruising, there's like a lot of professions that branch off into other professions.
Yes.
So you might think you want to go one way, but then you realize you don't like one part of it. But there's another job without that part you don't like.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you enjoy what you do, and like what led you to become this?
I love what I do. I love working with students and parents. I was a high school counselor for years. And so this is just a great way to impact even more students. In a school, I was working with maybe 500 students, but now I get to work with in the entire county of St. Clair. So plenty of high school students, and even younger than that, and their families to work with. Any impact I can have on them being passionate about their path is just why I do what I do and love it.
That sounds great. Are there ways like students can give feedback about the program and like try to, what are you guys trying to do to improve maybe?
Yes, absolutely. So we always send a survey out after our career panels asking for any input we can receive. And I promise you, we look at that feedback and take it to heart, and we plan appropriately. So we take the feedback and then we plan next year's events based on it. And we can even make changes in between months to make the panels better. We're hearing that students want more interactive opportunities, so hands-on. So some of our panelists have been bringing more hands-on opportunities. We had an engineer who brought a piece of a Camaro that he was working on, so kids could pass it around and learn more. And especially in health careers, there are plenty of things we can do hands-on. So we're incorporating that. We're taking, like I said, what you've all indicated on Career Cruising as careers of interest. We're basing our panels on that. We're hearing you loud and clear that we want more SAT prep. Kids want help on their essays. Parents are always looking for scholarship opportunities, so we hope to continue with some financial literacy pieces. So yes, we love feedback and surveys.
Well, it's great you have the opportunity to give feedback, especially like more people are learning more hands-on now, and it also gives them like kind of more of a feel of what they'll be doing in that profession.
Yes.
So yeah, the future is pretty important for students.
I would wholeheartedly agree. Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you for coming today for the traditional interview on M6, your hometown station.